Now we are learning about the form lines. What are the form lines? As you can see, this is form line. Form lines are short disconnected line drawn down the contour. As the contours are drawn, so far these are drawn. But these are short disconnected line, broken lines. So what are form lines? Form lines are short disconnected line drawn down the contour, but which do not show the exact height or absolute height, since it is merely based on observation. That's why no numberings or nothing, no values are given here, because these are merely based on observation. So these are called form lines. Now we are learning contours. These are the contours. These are shown on topographical map with the help of the brown color contour lines. So all these are brown color contour lines, and some contour lines are thickened at regular intervals, just like this: 300, 400 meter, 500 meters. So these are called index contour. So what are index contour? Index contour are those contour which are thickened at regular interval. Here the interval is of 100 meter. So these are thickened. It is as compared to other contour lines, these are thick lines. That's why these are called index contours. So here the contour interval are there: 300, this is 320, 340, 360, 380, 400. That means here the contour interval is of 20 meter. So if question asks what is the contour interval of this, so contour interval of the map is the 20 meter, and it remain constant throughout the topographical maps. Now here definition: what is the contour interval? Contour interval is the difference in height between two successive contour line, and it remain constant throughout the topographical map. For example, further you can see 400, 420, 440, 460, 480, then 500. So again 20 meter is the contour interval. So between two successive contour line, the difference in height, that is called the contour interval, and it remain constant throughout the topo sheet. Now the question: what is contour line? Now this is of 300 meter contour line. Here is also 300 meter. This one also 300 meter. This one also 300 meter. Here is also the height is 300 meter height. Now what is contour interval? What is contour line? Contour line are the line joining the places. This is 300 meter. This is also 300 meter. This is also 300 meter. All these lines which are drawn here, the height is same throughout on this line, that is 300 meter. So what is the definition? Contours are the line joining the places having same height above mean sea level. And here how much is the height? 300 meter. So it is a contour line of 300 meter. Same way it is contour line of 400 meter. It is a contour line of 500 meter. So here height is 500 meter on this contour line. Here 400 meter on this contour line. Everywhere the height is 400. So that is called contour lines. Now we are going to learn about the identification of landforms marked by the contours. So they are the different methodology to find out this. Number one is the this triangulated method. What is the triangulated method? Here triangle, small triangle followed by a number. So how is the definition? Triangulated height represent by a small triangle on the topographical map followed by the height. For example, here the contour triangulated height is 340 meter. That means the height of that place is 340 meter above the mean sea level. And how it is? We find out through the triangulation survey. That's why it is called triangulated height. Next one is spot height. As you can see the symbol like this dot. This black dot is the spot height. And all these height are measured from the MSL. What is MSL? Mean sea level. Now dot 500, that means it is a spot height of 500 meter above mean sea level. Same way benchmark. Here what is the benchmark symbol? Capital BM. Suppose anywhere written on the topographical map, suppose here written BM 600, that means the height of that place is 600 meter above the mean sea level. And actually benchmark are what? Benchmarks are marked on any object of permanent nature like building, monuments, bridge, pillars, etc. So this also recognized the height above the mean sea level, and these are accurate heights since the survey is already done. Now next in height category, that is not the exact height, that is relative height. And what is the difference here, the relative height and exact height? As you can see here 3R written, this 3R dot 3R. Here R, that means a relative height, means if this 3R is written, for instance this is suppose dry tank, this is a symbol of the dry tank, and here 3R written here. So what does it mean? Means it is the relative height of dry tank is 3 meter from the nearby area or the surrounding area. Here we are not using from mean sea level since it is a relative height, not the exact height. That's why at the end we will say from relative area or adjoining area or surrounding area. So these are called relative heights. So relative heights also used in the topographical map. Now further you can see steep slope. If the contour lines are very close to each other like this 1900, 807, these contour lines are very close to each other, so it is steep slope. Slope is very steep like this, steeper slope. And next gentle slope. How you can recognize it is gentle slope? Through the contour spacing. The spacing of the contour here is wider and wider. They are away from each other. The contour lines are away from each other. So it is wide angle, wider perspective. So wide space, the space is there more. So that is called gentle slope. And how it looks on reality, you will check out the gentle slope. So it appears like this. This is the view of the gentle slope. Here you can walk very easily and comfortably, while on the steeper slope it is very difficult. Another question asked in the examination, for example, as you can view, what are these? These are the contour lines with having some shape and size, geometrical shape and size. So what these contour spacing and the geometry and symmetry and shape and size of the contour reveals? It reveals conical hill. What is conical hill? As you can see, all these contours are circular in shape, circular, and equal spacing is there. So such shape identify as a conical hill. And if you can see in the next diagram, if the V-shaped valley, how we can recognize? As you can see, this is 800, 900, 1000, 1100 and 1200 contours, and they form a curve here. So this curve, that means the valley, and you can see this height are continually decreasing inwards inside. Upside height is increasing and downside height is decreasing. So it will form a V-like pattern. So it is called V-shaped contour. Same way, if the contours sometimes are very close to each other, in this contour feature you can see these are very close to each other, like 700, 800, 900, 11. So these are very close. So these are very vertical slope. So such vertical slope and height is decreasing inside and outside increasing. So again it is a V-shaped valley, but it is more deeper than V-shaped valley. But it is more deeper, as you can see, more and more deeper than the V-shaped valley. So it is called gorge or canyon. Remember, such features are called gorge or canyon. Another one which is asked in exam, that is ridge. Now how the feature is here, these contour lines are elliptical in shape and some summits are there in between. Elliptical shape, these are not circular in shape, these are oval shaped, all these contour lines, and summits are in between them, and there is very little space in between. Then it is called a ridge. So ridge appears like this. Hilly area, again there is some valley like this, then summit, then valley, then flat portion, plateau or anything. So such features are called a ridge. And how we can identify through the contours? By the spacing of the contour and shape like this. Then this is called the ridge. Another important factor, that is water divider. What is the water divider? In which you can see in this watershed, here this is irregular in shape and these curve or bends of the contour indicating the slope. So through this slope the water drain outwards from central area. Water is parting to all direction, all these direction. The water shade in all direction from the hill or hilly area. These are the catchment area. Suppose here plenty of rain in this catchment area, water drain out through the channels or the rivers or through the streams to different direction. So it is called water divider. Now what is escarpment? This is a feature of the escarpment. As you can see, contour spacing one side, these are very close to each other and they are gently moving away from each other. And as you can see here, the oval shape like this, and further it is space between the contours are away from each other. So such features, one side where the contours are very close to each other, and that's why you can see where the contours are very close here, that's why slope is very steep here. One side it is a steep slope of the landscape, and other side you can see contours are widerly spaced, so spacing wider contours, so here the slope is gentle. So one side is steeper, other side gentle. Such features are there, then what we call escarpment. Now we will learn about the drainage pattern. Now here you can see these are the main stream. These are perennial. Since it is drawn in the blue color, means perennial, which contain water throughout the year. So this is the main stream, and the joining one with the main stream, that is called the tributary. These are tributary, and these are joining to tributary, so this is called subtributary. This is called subtributary. This is called subtributary. So main stream, tributary, and these are subtributary. Now here they find angle less than 90 degree. Here they made an angle less than 90, means acute angle. That's why it is called dendritic drainage pattern. So what is the dendritic drainage pattern? The stream which joining the main stream by forming less than 90 degree angle. See, it is less than 90 degree, less than 90 means acute angle. So it is called a dendritic drainage pattern. While trellis pattern, it form a 90 degree angle with the main stream. This is a tributary and this is the main stream, main branch of the stream. These are all tributaries, and tributary joining the main stream by forming a 90 degree angle. So it is called trellised drainage pattern. It is also called rectangular. What is the another word? Rectangular drainage pattern. Why rectangular? If randomly we join this and this, so it appears like a rectangle shape like this. So it is also called a rectangular drainage pattern or trellised drainage pattern. But how you can recognize the tributary joining with the main stream forming a right angle 90 degree angle. Now radial drainage pattern. From the central highland, water flows in all direction, all different direction. So this is called radial drainage pattern. Just like in the case of watershed, water flow in all different direction. So this is called radial drainage pattern. And last one, that is the underground drainage pattern. Particularly here the water is flowing, but after that water disappears somewhere else underground. or water is not visible, disappear. So dots are followed, so that is called underground drainage, or it is also called disappearing stream. So this, remember, these are the type of drainage pattern. So in this we come to an end of this segment of the topographical map. Next time we will deal with another segment of topographical map. Till then, goodbye, have a nice day.